Tim and Amanda on the Cardiff radio. Misfit Media. Misfit, I'm doing this for the youth. The press can't ruin me, I'm giving you the truth. I'm living proof, kids have witnessed abuse, and it happens round here, right under the roof. You don't see it even though you live around you. You'd rather say that we are strangers. Don't judge us and act like a joker. My name's Misfit, aka Misfit Media. I'm a British boy, born and bred in Newport. I come from a bit of a rough childhood. My mum was a heroin addict. I witnessed her smoking heroin, injecting heroin. I was involved in the crime with her when I was young. She used to take me shoplifting and stuff like that. She spent like 25 years in jail, so a lot of that was just mainly through jail mail, like keeping a bond, visiting her sometimes. Like jail and crime was always normal to me, and drugs. Also with that, my dad was an alcoholic, so if I wasn't in a crack den, so to speak, or out on the road with my mum, I was in the pub with my dad after school. That was kind of just me and my childhood. It was pretty mad. Like me, my mum, dad and my 3 brothers have served about 60 years between us, which is someone's whole life really, like, and that's a bit crazy when I look back into that. I got into my teens then. I started being a little bugger, taking drugs, drinking, crime, fighting, robbing people. At the same time I was in school, not proper school, but I was in a naughty school with one of my teachers, Amanda, who's here with me today. And they really helped me, like, so even though I was a naughty kid and all that, like, I wasn't a clever kid. I won't go on like I was, but when it come to English, like, whether they wanted me to write poetry or make a story up, like, I always smashed this somehow, and I always got top marks, and kind of let me know that, like, at that young age there was some creative side to me, but obviously I didn't chase it. I carried on doing what I was doing after the school, the naughty school I was in. I went to jail, once for GBH, once for a firearm and an armed robbery, and also another time for violence again. I must have spent like 5 years in jail, different sentences. When I'd come out at the age of, I'd say like 20, by the time I did like 25, like, I started to get back into my boxing. My dad sadly was not here with me now. He was in my corner, and it was like all the times I wanted to make him proud when I was younger with the boxing, but I did make him proud, but I never really got to witness it. And just before, like a year before he died, I got into my boxing, and I won my first fight, and my dad was my cornerman on that day. And at that time he had just got cancer, like, he didn't realise then, but he come to another fight, he got to see me get another win. And then my dad passed away, and then when my dad passed away then, like, I started taking my life serious then. Like, I found God. I always knew about Jesus. I always recognised there was something there. So there was always a seed planted. But once my dad died, I just give my life to God, like, man, and he's helped me just give it drinking. I haven't drunk for about 18 months now, and that's my main, well, it's close to 18 months, like 16 months. That was my main thing of offending, like, so when I stopped that, like, I knew now, like, Bram, I'm not going to be going back into jail, I'm not going to be getting into trouble. What am I going to do in my life? And I stopped the boxing for a bit. It was hard with my dad not being there. That was a good buzz with him in the corner. And someone just told me I bought a speaker. So I bought a speaker. I had a couple of tracks that I'd made about a year before. And I just went into the middle of Newport Town. I put my speaker there. I was a bit nervous, and I thought, do you mind, I'm going to set that up? And just before I set up, one of my mates walked past, and I told him, I said, yo, video this for me, man. So it was my first ever time busking. He videoed it. And that was that. Like, I went home that day, I had a good day busking. The next day was my birthday then. Like, it was going to be a crap birthday because I never had my dad there, but I woke up in the morning, and that video that boy had recorded of me had gone viral, and it had about, I don't know, say about 200,000 views in like a day or two, and now it's had like 500,000. And from there, like, that was just when it all begun, man. I started doing lots of music, making loads of music, doing videos, going out on the street. And I've been able to make money from that as well, which I'm really blessed with. But the main thing what that's led to then is, like, I've got this big gathering of the youth, and so, like, what do I do with it now? Like, I've got this gathering, do I just give them a load of trash music like the rest of the people, glorifying drugs, drink, sex, whatever you want to do, or do I keep doing what I'm doing and guide these youth with my music? So whether that's speaking about positive things, you can still speak about dark things, what's happened in your life, but you can give them this motivation to be better with themselves, or help people who are with depression, self-harming,
drug addiction, like all of these things. I wanted them to be able to put my music on when they're going through that battle and just help them. And then with the youth, just obviously I got opportunities coming up now, lots of opportunities with youth work, and just being able to relate to them, because it's easy for someone to walk into a room full of children and be like, oh listen, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do this, da-da-da. You don't understand like what these people have been through. You cannot relate to them. So putting someone in a suit and then sending them into a youth working job is not always going to be the effective way. You need people like myself who have been there, experienced it, and came out a strong person from it. Like, we don't have to moan about the stuff that's happened when we were younger. Like, we can use this as a strength now, and I'm just looking forward to see what the following years have to offer for me. Like, I believe I'm going to make it big on my music. One day I'm going to make millions, build a gym, a studio and a church on my estate. And then after that, like, that's my only, like, that's what I want to do before I die. So I believe I'm going to achieve that, but after that, who knows what God got planned for me. So I just want people to know, if you're watching this today and you've had a bit of a bad past and it holds you back, or you've made mistakes, or whatever those mistakes are, don't sit back as if you're a victim, or oh, I can't do this no more, I've messed my life up. Like, pick yourself up, man, get out there and just make something of yourself. And if you're a youngster watching this, the amount of youngsters I go up to and they saying, yo, what's your dream, what do you want to be when you're older? Most of you just going, I don't know. Sit down, man, and find your purpose in this world. What are you here for? I'm not special, I'm just a bit good at music. You could be amazing, I don't know, at football. You could be an amazing painter. You could be an amazing poet. You could be an amazing with electrics. Whatever it is, go out there and find your purpose. Because sitting down thinking, oh, life's rubbish, you're not going to get it. Pray about it if needed. Just look and find your purpose. If I could give any advice, that's what I would have to be, is find what you were meant to be in this world. Like, I finally found where I need to go and what I'm going to be doing. If you're confused and you feel like life's a bit down, maybe you're not chasing the right thing. Maybe you need to reevaluate these things and just find that your purpose, man. Yo, peace out. Misfit Media.
Misfit, I'm doing this for the youth. The press can't ruin me, I'm giving you the truth. I'm living proof, kids are witness.
Well, it's time we get into this afternoon's interview on a link-up show on Radio Cardiff 98.7. And welcome, wherever you're listening, whether it's in the capital, whether it's in Wales, or wherever, on that big old Radio Cardiff app, yeah? Gotta say, I'm joined in the studios this afternoon. I'll have the pleasure to be joined by Misfit Medias, and it's Di, well, I believe it's Di, isn't it? Yes?
Di Taylor, aka Misfit Media.
Okay, Di Taylor, he's come down from Newport, because I've been so intrigued to find out what this Misfit Media is all. First of all, Di, I've got to say welcome to the Link Up Show and welcome to Radio Cardiff.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, so tell me, what is Misfit Media all about?
Well, basically, Misfit Media was just me being a rapper. I started my busking, and that was just going to be it. It was just going to be a platform for my music and stuff like that. But I started getting like a mad following, like loads of the youth. I got a lot of people with like learning difficulties and disabilities following me. So it's become a lot more than just me doing a bit of music. It's like, I feel like I'm guiding people. So with that, I need to give them good music.
Give them something back, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you say, you just mentioned you started off busking and so on.
Yeah.
How, tell us a bit about yourself, yeah? Where did you, your startings and so on, yeah?
I'll keep it brief because it's been a bit of a mad life.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been a road. Like, I was born, my mum was a heroin addict when I was born, and my dad was an alcoholic.
Okay.
Growing up with my mum, like, I used to be in like crap dens with her, I'd go shoplifting. Like, when I was about 6 or 7, I'd see her whacking up, smoking heroin. She spent 25 years in jail, constantly in and out of jail. I'd visit jails with her. So kind of like the crime and the drugs thing was like, it was normal to me at a very young age. Like, in jail and all that was normal. But on the other side of that, my dad was an alcoholic. I'd finish school, if I wasn't with mum, I'd go down the pub. Don't get me wrong, that's not dissing my dad. He was an alcoholic, but he held it down. He was there for me, he was a dad.
Yeah.
And then I tried into my teens, I started getting into trouble. Lots of arrested. I got kicked out of school and I went to a naughty school, which was with my teacher who was here today.
He's even brought his ex-teacher here with him as well. I can't fault him, man.
I was a bit hard with it, but like, man, did I tell you, like, every time like you come to English, I'm like, bro, pick my pen up, I start writing poetry or making stories. So there was always something there. After that, I went to jail, done like, to be 5 years in jail in total for different offences. I got back out, I got back in my boxing. I was enjoying my boxing, man. My dad was in my corner. It was going well. I was getting the wins, and I was making him proud, like, I mean. But then my dad died, and
Right.
it was like not long after that. It was the day I buried him. I said, right, I either carry on drinking and being how I am, and go back to that roadman life, and I don't know what. I would have been back in jail, simple as that, or
Yeah,
give up
sure,
drinking forever.
Sure. What do you think made the change in your life?
God, man.
Yeah.
Jesus saved me 100%, and I
Right.
won't be embarrassed to say that in front of
No,
anyone.
no,
God
certainly not.
saved my life, man. But it helped me away from my drinking. And then just after my dad died, I literally bought a speaker. I didn't have much music.
Right.
So then
yeah.
I went out, I bought a speaker, just started busking. My mate come past on the first ever time I done a video.
Right.
And busking, he put it up, and it ended up on like 500,000 views.
Is it?
Within the year, but like within like 8 days, I think it had like 300,000 views. So it
Wow,
really went off. So I
wow,
sat
wow.
back and I was like, yo, I'm gonna take this a bit serious now.
I
you get me?
hope so, yeah.
And like, to be honest, like don't sound big headed or nothing at all. I don't really put much effort in what I'm doing. If I got something on my mind or what I've been through, I thought I need to get it off my chest. I'll write it down, I'll record it, and to me that's my little, I've released it. But then you share that with people. It's like, yo, I can relate to this, yo, this has helped me, or da. And I started thinking, yo, I'm proper helping people with my music, yeah. And then like, with that, like, I don't just want to be an artist now, I want to be a youth worker, like, I want to get in there, I want to speak to these youth and not tell them don't do this, don't do that. If you want to be a bad man, this is what comes with it. If you want to take drugs, this is what will come with it. And I will have a hard approach, to be honest, and a tough approach, but...
Do you think that's the way to go nowadays?
I was speaking about this earlier. If there's vulnerable people who have been through things, like, I've had stuff happen to me as a child, I won't go into detail about it, but I had stuff happen to me. So with them type of people, I will sit down, I'll be loving, I'll be passionate with them, like, I mean, but these people who want to be like, yo, little road man, bad man, don't care about jail. All right, safe. We'll go on that level, and I'll come with that discipline. I'll let you know exactly how it is.
Yeah.
If you want to roll, you know today, like as I mentioned, even with the knife crime thing, like it's crazy, like it's happening everywhere.
What do you think is behind the knife crime today with young people?
Right, I used to carry a knife when my dad got stabbed up 8 times. The knife thing was like, it was always the part of me, but really I should have been against knives, but I wasn't.
Right.
I was be 13, 14, I always used to carry a knife. And to be honest, it wasn't to use it. It was like, if someone started on me, or if I had trouble and people's after me, I could pull the knife out, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna back up and they're gonna leave me alone. So I used to do it to like help myself, like protect myself, to be honest.
Right.
But nowadays, it's not just that, I don't believe. It's like, it might sound stupid, but it's become a bit of a fashion, like a bit of a boy, like, do you get me?
It seems to be the choice of, well, a choice of any argument, any discussion, the way to solve it nowadays, unfortunately, seems to be by using weapons and so on.
And we're in Cardiff today, man, and I pray, like, he's a big family in Newport called the Borg family,
Yes,
obviously the
yeah,
big
we
family
know.
in Cardiff, and I won't go into too much detail because I don't like jumping on a bandwagon, it's not my family, but our prayers are with you, and just, we hope he pulls through, man. That's just another example of, it's not a joke, like, I mean, so that's just one little thing of so many things want to get into the youth's head, like, come on, man. We need people like myself who've been through these situations and wanna help, and that's my dream, like, I mean, I want to build buildings in the future, I want a gym, I want a studio, and I want a church.
How does Misfit media fit into this then? How is that?
Right, the whole Misfit media thing, like I said, was just gonna be the music thing for me. But now, like, I want Misfit media everywhere. I want Misfit media being music. I want Misfit media being within the youth scene, within youth worker. I want Misfit media on clothes. Like, with all of that, once I build this big thing, I can start doing all my youth work and bringing these children in, and then helping them, whether it's taking them to church or helping people with addictions. Like, there's so many things that we can do. Not even that, like dads who haven't got rights like myself, I sorted my life out, and I don't get to see my kids, I don't go into that. There's plenty of men who are in my situation.
Yeah,
but
sure.
helping those men, like, because the suicide rate of that is crazy. So when Misfit Media is built and I'm where I want to be, it's going to be a charity type of thing, and I'm going to be helping people.
Where are we at with it at the moment?
We're doing good, man. I'm on Cardiff Radio, so we're doing good.
Certainly
We're
getting
doing
the word
good.
out. Certainly are getting the word out.
I've done good, man. I've got invited to the mayor, by the mayor to his congregation, which is above Newport Crown Court. So I was underneath there all the time going to jail and that. And I'm up there in the congregation with my hat on, and like there's all people dressed up smart. And I sat back and I was like, I must be doing something good. So it's all coming over slowly.
Sure.
Definitely, man.
I got you. What do you think's been how do you see us tackling the problems with young people? You know, give me 3 things where you think could really help to change society with the young people.
I come from a very big estate, big up Betis.
Right, that's up in Newport, yeah?
It's up in Newport. We've got 8,000 people, 8,500 people there. Say 2,500 youth.
Right.
We have no youth club. We have no boxing gym.
Right.
They used to have a youth club. We used to have a boxing gym. We used to have a big skate park.
Yeah,
We used to have these facilities, but now we haven't got these facilities. So one, give them the facilities they need. Secondly, they need people like myself who have been through this. Because you send someone into like these people getting into trouble, someone in a suit, haven't lived their experience, they're not going to listen.
No,
I've had it done to me. I was like, yeah, shut up. And then when someone comes in like, yo, I've been to jail, I've done this, I'm like, yeah, he's chatting real now, isn't he?
So we're talking about positive role models.
Yeah, like a positive role models, definitely. And also, like, it needs to be like, parenting is like, I'm not going on as if I'm a good parent. I got my issues. Like, I mean, the parenting side of it is massive, and parents don't want to hold their hands up. You smoke fags and then your kids start smoking and you tell them off. You smoke weed and your kids start smoking weed and you turn them off.
Very
you drink
true.
and your kid starts drinking at the age of 13, you turn them off.
Very true.
Don't be a hypocrite. Like, it needs better parenting. We can't blame the parents because I know the children have a choice.
Sure.
But
sure.
it's a big job, man. Like, do you get me? What would our kids see? It does rub off. Like, I'm evident of that. Like, I carried on doing the things I see with my
which you grew
parents.
up with, which you've seen.
Yeah, but there's no excuse for that now. Obviously, I'm 30 next year, so I'm a man now. But yeah, I'd say parenting as well, along with that. I'd say, yeah.
I got you. What things have helped you in life?
What's that, sir?
What things have helped you through your life?
Teachers like Amanda and everyone. But I didn't have like women in my life. I didn't have my sister or my mum, so I was always crying out for like that woman thing, even though I
That's
didn't
such an
say it.
interesting point you've said there about
Yeah.
you didn't have the motherly or the sisterly figure in your life. I know I hear that mentioned a lot where some young people may not have a fatherly or the male figure or a brother figure as well. So you feel that does play a part
Yeah,
in.
definitely. Like, I struggle with showing love, and I've been in a relationship. I'm a really nice guy, but when it comes to like love and being affectionate, then like, I kind of lack in that. Like, I mean, I'm a bit embarrassed to say that.
You
but
could give me a coach, Tommy. You can coach. Yeah, let's have a coach.
No, but that's the truth. So, like, lack of the parenting things, like, it's important, as you know, obviously.
Yeah,
like,
sure,
you know,
sure,
I mean?
sure. Well, I hope you're enjoying this afternoon's interview.
Yeah,
We had
man.
interviewed in Di from Misfit Media. He's telling us about all the good stuff which he's doing up in the Newport area. This is something you look to spread across, or you concentrating more on the Betis area
Nah,
of
well,
Newport?
obviously I want to build in the Newport, but as far as the fan base and helping people, my main thing and my job now is where I've been saved by Christ. I need to go out there and save other people, but not go. Oh, you need to do this. Come to church. You need. It's not about that.
It's not about
Speak
that,
to these
yeah.
people. Show them love. Oh, how did you change this? God done that for me.
Yeah.
No one else. I'm just a vessel. I'm just here speaking. If I can help change lives, that's just God's plan for me. So I want to bring them, the youth, to church and have a revival. Because the fact is, if the youth don't come through the church is going to die. If there's no youth, there's no future within the church. So that's one of my main things behind everything, is bringing people towards Christ.
I got you. Well, it's really interesting talking to you, Di. I tell you, brought some music. Music play a big part in your life as well, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
And what are you doing in music yourself?
Right, I'm doing busking and everything at the moment. You catch me out on the streets. I come to Cardiff. Like, anywhere there's something big popping off, like rugby matches, I'll be there. I'll be popping off, like, I mean. Also, we got like with lots of stuff going on. We got lots of stuff going on like YouTube, in my Facebook, Misfit Media, Instagram, all that's popping off.
Right.
But also we got a Christian event, and I've been to so many family events. They say to be a family event. I'll go there and there's effing this, effing that, people using trash talk around 10-year-old kids, 7-year-old kids, swearing around 7-year-old kids. So what we can guarantee, every one of our acts, apart from the youth, are Christians. No swearing, no glamorising any bad man stuff. Like, we can guarantee that that's going to be live, and that's in the Neon Club on the 22nd of November in Newport. It's called True Love.
True Love, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That sounds good to me. We'll tell them all about the listeners about that in a little moment.
Just realness, bro. Realness, man. Every time I write something, it's real. If it's about me, it's real. I don't lie about nothing. And if I'm exposing stuff, it's real stuff what's going on in the world, man. Trust me, man. We're a bit blind to stuff because we don't look into it. If you do, you're a conspiracy theorist. Which that ain't necessarily the case, man. Just look into things, man. There's a deep world out there.
It certainly is. Well, I hope you're enjoying this afternoon's interview, and listeners, let's have a look on the time check. We're fast approaching the 4:30. Don't forget, if you want anything to say or ask Misfit Media, just give us a text on 077 67 586 631. So how long you been rapping?
Right, it all begun when me and my mate used to mess around. We was about 16 or whatever like that, and then I ended up going to jail for a long time. I got it 5 years, and I've done it 2.5 in there. I used to go to church regularly on the weekend. My pastor, I got on well with him. He's always up with his guitar singing songs. And at one time I thought, why don't you play the guitar and I rap? So I asked him, and he's like, show me your raps, man. And then he was like, yo, what are you talking about? He's that's proper godly. I said, I know, man, just because rap, it don't mean we don't worship the Lord with it, like, do you get me? And then, like, the one day we turned up to church, bro, and like, obviously all the prisoners, they're not used to this. They come to church because it's a bit of get away from the cell, get away from the wing, and obviously to worship, like. And then the one day I stood up and I got a track called Mumsy, that was the one I was going on about, and it goes, where was you when I wanted you to love me? And like I spit the chorus.
Right.
So the chaplain there, like I stood up, they're all like, yo, what's going on here now? He started playing his thing and he's going, where were you when I wanted you to kill them, right? And then I started coming in with the verses and like everyone in the church was like, yo! Like standing up, and like after there, like he said, right, and everyone needs to calm down. He was like, yo, that was amazing, you need to do this often. He said, listen, we can't do this every week. He said, it'll be like a raving, yeah? He said, once every like 6 weeks, Draig can come in, he can perform a couple of lyrics. And like that was where the law began, like I mean, and when I come out, like it took years for me to even pick the pen up and start doing anything again. But like when like then I went and got the busking thing, and then I seen the money coming into the hat. People might laugh at buskers and sometimes, but people walk past me and look mad and laugh. But the fact is, I make good money off it, man.
I've got to ask you, I mean, everyone's used to going into town centres and seeing people artists on the street busking, or whichever the term you want to use. How is it? How do you find, because it's one of those things, we're all aware of it, but very few people have done it. So you tell me what
it's
like
challenging, man, serious, man. I never used to look at busking before, I thought it'd be simple. Do you know with myself as well, when I'm doing hip-hop music, people not always gonna like it. Walk past me like, oh, you're one of those rappers, one of those gangsters. Like constantly, every day I get like people looking at me, give me dirty looks and shut up and all that. Just maybe the average stuff a busker gets. But where it's the hip hop music, I'm getting labelled for it. Most of the time, like someone going in there, I say, yo, come here, come here. Sometimes they come and they're like, yo, sorry, like I didn't realise that, like, and I didn't know what he was trying to get across.
Do you think they're looking to hear you chatting the more stereotypical lyrics within rap, the more guns and violence and sexual nature?
Literally, like they're looking at me as if that's what I'm doing when it's not, man.
Right, yeah.
And once you get to know that's not what I'm doing, there's something else after that. It's not just I'm just doing positive music. There's a reason I do it. So don't fill the kid's head with garbage. If you listen to walking around with a knife, taking drugs, going out banging girls, or whatever, sorry about that, whatever it is, these kids are going to listen to it. And they'll go out and do it. It might not be planned, like, oh, listen to this and then I'll go do it. No, but you listen to it and it's there in your head. And then you go out and you do it. Or if you listen to something that's telling you to go get a job, telling you to succeed in life, or my music type of thing, or whatever it could be, you're going to go out and act upon that, hopefully. Right.
I tell you what we're going to do, Di. I hope you enjoy the interview. I'm here with Di from Misfit Media, yeah? Don't forget, give us a shout on 07767 586 Well, we still got Di from Misfit Media, yeah? I've got to say, it's been great having you inside the studios of Radio Cardiff. Before you go, anything you want to say to friends or family or acquaintances, or a message or anything you want to say? Radio Cardiff is now yours, my friend.
First one I put my head is, listen, man, addiction would be my thing, and whether that could be drinking coffee, to drinking, smoking fags, to drinking alcohol, whatever your battle is, please, please do not give up. You could be failing for the whole month, the whole year, every single day. Please don't give up that battle. If there's something telling you that you need to give that thing up, that's why you feel like you're losing. There's something there telling you need to quit it. So don't give up and just carry on fighting, man. You're a warrior and you can beat this battle. The addiction, man, is a big thing. Like,
it's
whatever
a cruel
that is.
thing, isn't it?
Cruel
it's
thing,
a
man.
Cruel thing, yeah. I've got to say, it's the energy you're putting through, the positiveness. That's what's really struck us at Radio Cardiff this afternoon. And we wish you all the best in the future. How can people get hold of you or check your stuff or listen to you and so on?
Your Facebook would be Misfit Media, Instagram Misfit Media 247, and subscribe to Damn Deep Visuals, and there's also a Misfit Media YouTube account as well.
Okay, and where can they catch you coming up in the Neon?
The Neon, the 22nd of November, the Neon Club in Newport is a true love Christian family event, and we can guarantee positive music.
There you go. Thank you very much, Di, and we wish you and Misfit Media all the best for the future.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
He knows about the shalom, yeah? Yes, brother.
Misfit, went to prison, it was sinister. But now I'm coming through like a visitor. The 501 I think was similar. Why? Just because we socialise with a solicitor. At the custody desk looking miniature. The sergeant was after my signature. Took my DNA, fingerprints in picture. The detectives are detected raw. Don't he look familiar? I used to run away from the riot van. Hiding in the bush, I was a quiet man, surrounded by so much vegetation. The only thing I had on my mind was a diet plan. Yeah, Dave, it was dangerous. I used to throw rocks at the Rangers. The cops didn't like us when we was teenagers. They used to handcuff us in, throw us in cages.
We are the future. We are the future. We are the future.